now assuming the role of Minister of Defense. Former Minister of State Alfred Gangata has been appointed Minister of Natural Resources. Meanwhile, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has appointed Meroka Chimbanga Manyozo as Director of Information and Deogratius Mana as Director of Government Communication Services in the Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology. Prior to her appointment, Manyozo served as Chief Information Officer in the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology. Mana previously held the position of Deputy Director for Press and Publications in the same ministry. Before his appointment, Mana worked with the Times Group as Bureau and Programs Manager for the Central and Northern Regions and Assistant Editor for the Investigations Desk. First Lady Professor Gertrude Mutharika has underscored the need for strong partnerships to ensure that the less privileged have support to retain their dignity. She was speaking at Landscape Ground in Area 44 in Lilongwe, where Beautify Malawi Beam Trust, in partnership with NBS Bank and Nico Group, was supporting 500 vulnerable people with food items. More in this report by Mwaim Tumodzi.
First Lady Professor Gertrude Mutharika has called on companies and individuals to reach out to vulnerable people in the country. She says through the partnership that Beam Trust has established with NBS Bank and Nico Group, less privileged people in the country will retain their dignity and have hope in the new year.
Makampani ena, ma NGO ena, tieni tugirane manja kuti tithandize anzathu amene ali opeza mochepekedwa. Nthawi ino pachitika zambiri, tamva kale ngati kunkhota-khota ndi madera ena, mvula yagwa kwambiri, kwamba kale madzi osefukira, anzathu ena ali pa moyo osakhala bwino. Tieni tigwiraneni manja kuti iwonso tafikire. Koma ndinonyadira kwambiri kuti kumva kuchokera kwa chairman a NBS Bank komanso a group managing director Nico kuti ndiwokonzeka kugwira ntchito ndi ife a Beautify Malawi. Tikusimikizireni kuti ifenso takonzeka kugwira nanu ntchito ndipo tikhulupirira kuti tipitirize kugwira ntchito imeneyi kuno sikukhala koyamba kapena zimene tachita pano sizikhala zoyamba koma tikhupe tipakhala zikulu zimene zichitike kuchokera ku Beautify Malawi komanso Nico Group ndi NBS Bank.
On Inspired Chairperson for NBS Bank and Group Managing Director for Nico Group, Vizenge Kumwenda, says the donation is a strong message that the First Lady values dignity and welfare of vulnerable citizens of Malawi. He adds that the partnership reflects a shared belief in what can be achieved through collaboration in uplifting the vulnerable in the society.
So, as Nico, we felt it was a good cause for us to be part of this process that would bring smiles, happiness and joy, because for them, for example, to get a 10 kilogram of flour, it's like a miracle, or to have sobo, cooking oil. It's for us it's difficult to see, but but for them it is something that is very big in their lives. So we really wanted to be part of this, so that we are not seen as just a company that is there to make money, but we're also seen to be a bank, a caring bank.
Among high-profile individuals present at the event were espoused to Second Vice President Tadala Chihana, Minister of Homeland Security, who is also Democratic Progressive Party DP Secretary General Peter Mkito, DPP Vice President for the Center Alfred Gangata, National Coordinator for Beautify Malawi Trust Dingiswayo Jerry, Senior Chief Tsabango, just to mention a few. Mwaim Tumodzi, MBC News, Lilongwe.
Government has released 3.8 billion kwacha funding towards free secondary education. This is part of the projected 10 billion kwacha set for free secondary education this term alone. Minister of Education Brett Msaka said this as free secondary education commenced in all public schools on Monday, yesterday. Details in this report.
The Free Secondary Education Initiative was one of the leading campaign pledges the Democratic Progressive Party leader, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, made with the purpose of removing barriers underprivileged children experience to access secondary education. One of the school administrators at Nkwichi Secondary School, Gloria Ozias, says almost 40% of the children at the school were struggling to pay tuition, with about 77 students failing to settle the fees last term.
About 60% of the students are able to pay the fees in good time, while about 20% was struggling, and the remaining percent was indeed struggling a lot to find the PTA funds or the fees. This is a good policy, and it's going to assist the students a lot, because all the students will be able to finish their secondary education here and even proceed to tertiary education. So it's indeed a good initiative.
Minister of Education Brett Msaka has told MBC that the new administration has now started walking the talk to ensure quality and access to education is improved among the less privileged.
All schools have opened and learning has started, and finally free secondary education as promised is here. So there was a lot of anxiety across the country. Is it going to happen? Is it going to work? It has started. And if there are any problems, we haven't received them yet, but I am sure whatever they may be, we'll be able to resolve them as we go along.
The free secondary education is expected to reduce pressure most less privileged parents face to provide for their children in secondary schools. In the 2025 Primary School Living Certificate of Education, about 103,000 students were selected to start Form 1 from the 261,000 students who passed. Trust Office, MBC News, Lilongwe.
Meanwhile, the commencement of free secondary education has improved attendance at some schools in Blantyre. Teachers and learners have expressed excitement over the implementation of free secondary education. Speaking to MBC, Zingwangwa Secondary School head teacher Stephen Kungala said turnout was high on the first day of this term.
Access today has been quite very good. The attendance was very, very good. And in addition, I would want to say that we have received students on second selection as well as the replacement. And normally when they are coming for the first time, they come with their parents, except for the continuing students. So those that came with parents, they were a bit doubting whether it is free, and we assured them that yes, it is free. They don't have to pay anything. Free secondary education is a very good project. Why? Because it will increase access to education. In the past, after 2 weeks, we used to chase students not to attend classes, and they were losing quite a lot. So now that it is free, it means we will not be sending students away from attending classes. They will be attending all the classes, and those that failed to complete secondary education because they had no fees this time around, it means they will be able to complete.
Oraf Sanga, a head teacher at Njamba Secondary School, said the policy has motivated learners to attend classes with enthusiasm.
Improve big time, because the time we used to get fees from the learners, we would have maybe 2 weeks free before we chase them out. Then after that, maybe we chase some, so they could not come for some time. And that impacted greatly on their time to meet their teachers. But now with this new arrangement, it's clear that they'll be attending every time, every day, every moment. We'll be having our learners at the school. So it's going to improve greatly. And for those others that I know may have dropped out, I know they will come back.
And in the northern region, some parents say removal of secondary school fees has eased the financial burden of education and educating their children. Blessing Kondwe has more in this report.
Lilian Chavula, a Mzuzu-based widow, is all smiles and thankful to the Democratic Progressive Party DPP-led government for fulfilling the promise of free secondary school education. Chavula says she used to struggle to raise 96,000 kwacha of school fees for her 2 children that are learning at Kiwavi Secondary School. She said the burden of school fees is now gone and she will concentrate her efforts on caring for the household.
I am very happy because my children will complete secondary education without asking me to pay school fees. I'll support them with other stuff.
Head boy for students at Kiwavi Secondary School, Precious Suluti, said they will no longer be stressed by the unpaid fees, hence their academic performance will improve.
As we are here, we cannot misuse this opportunity, but we work hard. Where we started, we're going to pull up our socks and then work hard until we fulfill our destination and then fulfill our what we want to be.
And in the lecture area, students at Mangochi Secondary School have commended government for scrapping off the fees. So Tinindazi has filed a report read by Dave Omar.
Secondary education in Mangochi have started on a high note following introduction of free secondary education in the country. A visit by MBC to various schools, including Mangochi Secondary School, students expressed happiness with the removal of school fees, which they said posed as a barrier in pursuit of their education. These are the views of some learners at Mangochi Secondary School.
For today, the school is great because for the past terms, we were paying 20,000, and for this term, it's like we have just reduced to just a boarding fee of 150,000.
As for us, the situation is really good because each and every student is able to pay school fees and obtain good education. So as for us, it's really good and very nice since every child is able to access good education.
Commenting on the development, head teacher for Mangochi Secondary School, Ishmael Gadamiga, described the scrapping off of the school fees as a positive development towards reducing challenges that parents and guardians were facing.
We have studied well, and the parents are very happy with the news that the government has removed some fees, and I know that many students are going to come.
On his part, Director of Education and Sports, McDonald Kuse, said the gesture will increase number of students in schools.
From the schools that we've monitored, we are so happy and we have appreciated that in Mangochi, both teachers and the learners, their attendance has been so good. So we are happy with this. In our opinion, we feel that this has given a motivation to parents and guardians, just because the Ministry of Education, the government of Malawi, has put in place a policy whereby school fees have been scraped off.
The introduction of free secondary education is a fulfillment of President Professor Peter Mutharika's campaign promise.
This is MBC News. A reminder of our top stories. President Arthur Peter Mutharika has reshuffled his cabinet and appointed new directors in the Ministry of Information. Government releases 3.8 billion kwacha funding towards free secondary education. And the Ministry of Health urges schools across the country to ensure adequate hygiene to contain a cholera outbreak. Welcome back. The Ministry of Health has urged schools across the country to ensure availability of adequate sanitary facilities in order to contain the cholera outbreak. Spokesperson for the ministry, Adrian Chikumbe, made the remarks in an interview with MBC.
As of 5th January 2026, the Ministry of Health says it has recorded 15 positive cholera cases since 1st November 2025. According to spokesperson for the Ministry of Health, Adrian Chikumbe, the cholera cases are from some districts in the country, including Kasungu, Neno, Balaga, Lilongwe, Mzimba North, Blantyre, Karonga, and Chitipa. Following the reopening of primary and secondary schools, as well as some colleges in the country, Chikumbe said school authorities should ensure that hygiene measures are enforced to avoid cholera outbreaks in schools. He emphasized that a single cholera case at a school could lead to more infections.
We would like also to encourage schools to make sure that the sanitary facilities that we used to have during the COVID-19 outbreak, the hand-washing facilities, the soap, if they could be there as a way of life, not only during public health emergencies, so especially now that we have cholera, we would like to make sure that these are available in the school so that when the learners are out of the latrines or toilets, they should be able to get clean water and soap to wash hands with. Once schools are opened, it can also, they are vulnerable because if we have one case in a school setup, the likelihood of having several cases within a few hours, we can have several cases of cholera.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health says it is working with other line ministries, the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, DODMA, the Department of Public Health Emergencies and other partners to prevent and manage a possible cholera outbreak in camps housing recent flood survivors. Olive Piri, MBC News, Lilongwe.
Chairperson for MBL Holdings, Leston Muli, has urged government to continue creating a conducive environment for local business operators, particularly those in export sector. Muli said this during a Thanksgiving prayer service at the company's headquarters in Tugumula, Blantyre. Gisomo Break reports.
The business tycoon said the private sector is a key driver of economic development and noted that no country can develop with a business environment that does not favor local operators. Muli further said that with the new administration in place, the business operating environment has taken a growth trajectory.
Now, I'm urging that the president should encourage the local people to invest in manufacturing and export in different sectors, tea, commodities, eggs, whatever that you can say, because everything it is possible and is exportable. If a lot of companies that are doing manufacturing and export more outside Malawi, the answer is forex. It will come to Malawi. As the forex comes to Malawi, then everything is sorted out. You saw after the shortage of forex what happened. Prices of commodity went up. A lot of things went outside. Therefore, the new government, I'm urging the president and the administration to prioritize exports, to encourage exports, to assist locals to do a lot of export so that the government can have a lot of forex for its activities of importing some of the good things like fertilizer and other commodities.
During the Thanksgiving prayers, the company's chaplain, Reverend Billy Gama, said they have continued to inspire hope, particularly in the past 5 years when the holdings faced frequent legal challenges.
The company has been facing a lot of challenges, but through these prayers, they give hope and encouragement, even to the top management and the staff. When we are talking of hope, we are talking of something which is not existing for now, but hoping that it will come. So that has given a lot of encouragement to the people of the company to feel like, yes, we may not get profits or get business today, but there is always tomorrow. And that is strength. It's not a casual strength, it is a divine strength. So these prayers have been very helpful to the company.
In his motivational speech, former Vicar General Monsignor Boniface Tamvani urged MBL employees to be patriotic and safeguard the company to improve their livelihood.
Let us take care of our companies. If we do so, it means that our country is going to develop. But if companies come and they fold up all the time, we'll have no jobs and there will be no money for development. So that's why I said, it is important that workers are mindful of this fact, and that all of us hold each other's hands and work towards our goal, our vision as a nation.
The Thanksgiving prayers were held in all subsidiaries of the MBL holdings across the country under the theme, "No one can be cursed if God says no." Chisomo Break, MBC News, Blantyre.
And in sports, renowned tennis coach Henry Mduta says lack of adequate tournaments is forcing some kids out of the game of tennis. Speaking in an interview with MBC, Mduta, who is coach for the Malawi under-20 tennis team, said there are a lot of talented kids in the country, but some have given up due to lack of tournaments.
I can just say that we lack of the tournaments, because we don't have much tournaments right now. Because if we can have more tournaments in Malawi, I'm sure the players will be more in competitive stage. But as of now, we don't have any tournaments. So I'm sure maybe if companies and individuals can hear me, I'm sure if we can have 2, 3, 4 companies sponsoring us, I'm sure tennis can be somewhere. I'm telling you, there's a lot of kids who are willing to play tennis. But as I said, imagine if you can have a training for 2, 3, 4 years without having any tournaments. Even if it's you, even if it's me, you might end up dropping that sport. But if you're having more tournaments, then I'm sure those kids can stay. But now we're losing more players because we are not having any tournaments. So I'm sure if we can have 2, 3 companies sponsoring us, I'm sure kids will stay. But we have lots of kids who are very much interested in tennis.
And that's it from our newsroom for now. But before we leave, a recap of our top stories. President Arthur Peter Mutharika has reshuffled his cabinet and appointed new directors in the Ministry of Information. Government releases 3.8 billion kwacha funding towards free secondary education. And the Ministry of Health urges schools across the country to ensure adequate hygiene to contain a cholera outbreak. Keep up to date with our news coverage on our digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. I'm Yvonne Tamanda Poya. Thanks for watching and good afternoon.
Sabara ino mu program ya Woman Talk.
Uli mwambi umene umanena kuti mawu amalenga. Kodi ifeyo ngati anthu timachita bwanji?
Tikapsha mtima. Tisamafumire kuyankhula mawu siyana.
Mwana kumunena tuku udzakhala mfiti.
Uwona ine ntakunena mene uwona ozapangani maisi winda.
Mawu amamanga, mawu amawononga.
Makamaka ma social media awo.
Yes.
Ankonena zabodza osamalekerera anthu otemberera nzawo.
Tabereka mwana. Tikumuchula maupabu athu aja. Tikumuchula dzina lokuti ndaziona. Koma.
Yakonje sozi kwirisa chito. Tizira
ndazolamula maganizo umuntu ndiwo chipembedzo chaineyo sindidziwa chinaine choposera apa aye.
Pambana yeah. Unamulenga muntu chifanizo chanu yeah. Unamukondetsetsa hasadzavutike yeah. Kumalelo tiyani mutakuvutika kusowa chakudya talama idasowa kali kwabwela matenda hata pakati patu yeah. Taluza makolo taluza ana ipatenga oadalila kale tikola tudaluza so kumanda kujelela imene mulili munali emweyo tundo imene mulili Ninu mulungu wakulu nimene mulili ambuye Yesu fumu ya mafumu usiolemelelo pa utatu kutanya mulatanda uta olemeta mudazuzika na okolokota mudaneneta sose sitateka tikangochula sinalanu yengo ya taimbuye ya chileno mutidutitse mukale nafe selu zatu zata mpavu zatu zata tasowekela selu yanu selusata majaji selusata asowekela selu yanu talusa makono talusa ana ipatenga oadalila kale tikola tunalusaso kumanda kudelena tundu watu wata selusata uye wasunga pangano ifeta kwada tundu watu wata selusata